Now it's Nick de Vries, and de Vries goes quickest. So Dennis is right on the bubble now in 4th spot. Verline is out. Dennis is out now because de Grassi goes P2. Nick de Vries, Lucas de Grassi, Oliver Rowland, and Andre Lotterer will go through to the duels. This is Sam Bird just having a wall tap here. Oh, he's out of shape on the way into 11.
Qualifying's over. He's starting 22nd today.
Vandoorne remains 4th, doesn't improve. Alexander Sims, 4th. Vandoorne won't be in the duels. Next through is Dan Tixter, who goes up into 8th place. Robin Freintz in the Envision slots into 2nd. Sims is out of the duels. Mortara is still up there at the moment. Evans has been quick in the first couple of sectors.
He messed the last corner up. He missed the last corner.
And he only stays in 7th place. Gunter and Da Costa still to come. Da Costa's going slowly. He's backed off. Here comes Max Gunter to the final corner. He's half a second away after 2 sectors. The Nissan won't be going through either. Cuts the timing beam and only goes 7th fastest. Well, here's a look at the results of qualifying Group B. Verne will face de Vries in the quarterfinals. De Grassi against Da Costa, Rowland against Freintz, Lotterer versus Mortara. Verne versus de Vries, 0.6 of a second. De Vries through the final corner, out across the line, and he is through to the semi-finals. Next up, Antonio Felix Da Costa versus Lucas de Grassi. De Grassi hasn't left the pit lane. Da Costa has. Da Costa's out on track.
De Grassi's in the pits. He's not left the pits.
De Grassi on the radio is blaming Da Costa. And at the moment, he goes through to the semi-finals. Up towards the final turn, and look there, I think that's where Da Costa backed off. Just coming into the final corner, take it steady, just to get across the line, and as a result, De Grassi's now a second quicker. Robin Freintz, and he will be facing off against Oliver Rowland in the Mahindra. Rowland locks up into the final turn, gets it in, across the line to do a 1 minute 7.780 through the final turn.
He'll definitely gain more here.
And there it is, almost 0.6. Freintz going through to the semi-finals. Lotterer versus Mortara, the Porsche versus the Venturi.
Oh, that's not going to help. Sorry, he's down the hill, down through 5, 6.
Lotterer across the line, and it is 1 minute 7.2 for Andre Lotterer. And Mortara is through to the semi-finals. And those are the 4 drivers that are going to be through to the semi-finals. De Grassi versus de Vries is going to be the first of the semi-finals. Oh, de Vries is 0.3 up on de Grassi after the first few corners. And he does a 1 minute 7.2. De Vries needs a good final turn. He's got one. And he's in to the final. Robin Freintz versus Eduardo Mortara. Freintz dropping down the hill now. Big slide, really leaning on the car, isn't he, Robin Freintz? Robin Freintz does a 1 minute 7.184. Mortara through the final turn. Can he book himself a place in the final? Yes, he can. Mortara versus de Vries for pole position in the Diriyah E-Prix. Eduardo Mortara looking for his first Formula E pole position. He's won before in Hong Kong. Oh, I thought he was looser coming into turn 1 than that.
And he had a crash there yesterday, quite a sizable crash. But he got through there today, but it looks like he's lost a bit of time. We'll see in a second. We see the comparison to this man, Nick de Vries.
So keep an eye on de Vries as he comes through the first sector split. He's already a 10th and a half up. Coming down the hill, he's looking fairly loose as well, but now the gap is almost 0.3. Mortara's at the bottom of the hill at turn 14.
And again, it's that tightrope of overdrive and underdriving the car, and it looks like he just overdrove the car just a little bit in that first corner.
Gap now up to 0.3 of a second. Back end kicking out a little as he comes into 14, Nick de Vries. It's going to be a Mercedes EQ powertrain on the front row. Will it be the works team or the customer team Venturi? Mortara's catching. Gap comes down a little to just a 10th and a half. Down towards the final corner. Mortara through turn 21, the gap comes down a little more. Mortara sets the benchmark of a 1 minute 7.159. The gap is just over a 10th of a second. And it's now absolutely neck and neck. 100th between them. De Vries comes into the final corner, clouts the curb, and takes pole position by 0.005 of a second.